Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Craig Sports. Today is Thursday, October 28th, and this is going to be the NBA DFS video for today. So I'm going to be going over yesterday's recap, talking about the injuries in play for today's slate, going over my 5 picks for both DraftKings and FanDuel, and we're going to get started with the recap from yesterday. So these are my updated cores from yesterday that I did put out probably about a half hour before lock time or so. So for the DraftKings side, Russell Westbrook, $9,300. Looking for about, 46, 47 points out of him. Got to 59.5, so he was a pretty good hit there. He had a triple-double yesterday. Actually, infamously had a quadruple-double if you count the 10 turnovers as well. Then at shooting guard, still had Pat Connaughton, $4,600, looking for 23 points out of him. He got to 11.5. He was a mess overall. 2 for 11 shooting yesterday despite playing 30 minutes. Just didn't really do anything, and he just wasn't good. Then at small forward, we had Nick Batum. $3,600 looking for 18 points out of him. He got to 26, so that was a nice little hit there. Then Giannis, how could you not play Giannis against the Timberwolves? It just seems funny to me, but $10,800. 54 points is what we're looking for out of him. He got to 78.5, so he was a massive, massive hit there. And then, unfortunately, the one that was probably the biggest misprice on the day going into the slate, Steven Adams, $5,300, looking for 26, 27 points out of him. He was a miss yesterday, ended up with 12.75. He only played 18 minutes. He was in foul trouble. This game ended up in a blowout, so pretty much everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong for Steven Adams yesterday. So 3 out of 5 on the DraftKings side. As far as the studs go, 2 very nice hits. Batum was a nice hit, but then the other 2 plays just not quite so much. On the FanDuel side, though, we had Russell Westbrook, $8,400, got to 49.3 points. Obviously, the turnovers hurt you more on the FanDuel side since they're minus 1 point, so that's why he really took a major hit over there. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, $7,100, looking for 36 points out of him, got to 42.3, so he was a hit. Scotty Barnes, $5,300, looking for 26, 27 points out of him. He got to 40.9, so he's a massive hit over there. Precious Achiuwa, power forward, $4,900, looking for 24, 25 points out of him. Got to 23.2, so he was a miss, but, probably a guy that didn't hurt you too bad overall. And then originally, I had Mason Plumlee listed as my center, $5,900, ended up with 35 points. He would have been a hit. Unfortunately, I switched to Bobby Portis because I'm just he's playing. He's going to get 20, 22 minutes and everything will work out, and it's going to be a little decent, contrarian play. So he's $4,800. You're looking for 24 points out of him. He got to 8.6, so he was a miss. He only ended up playing 15 minutes in that game. That one's on me. I should not have switched that up last minute like I did, at least. If you went with the original 5 picks that I had with Devonta Graham and Mason Plumlee, you were 4 out of 5, and the only miss was Precious Achiuwa, and he was barely a miss at that. So that was a really solid core. You had Russell Westbrook into it, and then you had a couple other decent plays. You're probably sitting pretty yesterday. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to today's injuries in play. So first up, we got the Detroit Pistons and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Pistons are without Smith, Livers, and Cunningham once again. No changes there. Jeremy Grant still game time decision. We'll see if he ends up playing or not. He's got that little bit of an elbow injury. If he doesn't play, it's going to look a lot better for Sadiq Bey and Josh Jackson once again. Then for the 76ers, Simmons and Ryler are both out. Shake Milton is a game-time decision now, so he could be back in this one. We'll just have to see if it pans out or not. Joel Embiid still listed as a game-time decision, but he's been playing lately. Did not play very well the last time out, but that's a whole nother story. Then we move over to the Hawks. Okongwu was out once again. Lou Williams, game-time decision. We did see Gallinari return last night, so not too many changes for the Hawks overall. On the Wizards side, though, we got Winston, Gill, and Bryant all still out. Hachimura and Gafford both unlikely to play today. So we're looking at some Montrezl Harrell. Probably going to be pretty chalky today, but we'll talk about him a little bit more later. Raul Neto, game time decision. He did not play yesterday. We'll see if he plays today. For whatever reason, Spencer Dinwiddie's got that little gray bar next to him, so maybe he misses today. Maybe it's an Aaron Holiday day at the point guard position if Raul Neto and Spencer Dinwiddie both don't play. Could be pretty interesting there. Then for the New York Knicks, Nerlens Noel, game time decision. He's been missing pretty much all year. For the Chicago Bulls, Kobe White's still out. And Zach LaVine, game time decision. He's dealing with a thumb or a hand injury. If he doesn't play, obviously DeMar DeRozan is going to look a lot better. Patrick Williams, maybe even a little bit. We'll see who ends up starting in that case because the Bulls bench is not very strong by any means. Then we move down to the Utah Jazz. So Rudy Gay's out once again. Eric Paschall, Mioni, and Bogdanovic are all game time decisions. The one that matters the most there is Bogdanovic, obviously. If he doesn't play, I assume Joe Ingles will be in that starting lineup. And I kind of do assume him to be out today. Then for the Houston Rockets, House and Wall are both out once again, so no major changes there. For the Spurs, Collins is still out. McDermott joins him now. He's going to be out in this game, so Devin Vassell or Lonnie Walker should be in the starting lineup. Caillou, game time decision, looked like he has a chance to be back today, but he's probably not in the rotation either way. Then for the Dallas Mavericks, Porzingis and Brown are both game time decisions. I don't expect either one of them to play today, so Maxi Kleber could return to the starting lineup. Could add Jalen Brunson in there at the 2 guard, move Hardaway and Finney-Smith down if you want to do that. Probably would make sense against the Spurs too because they're not the biggest team in the world. A lot of different options that they could go with there for the Mavericks. For the Grizzlies, Dillon Brooks out once again, and then the Warriors, just same 3 guys out in Wiseman, Thompson, and Kuminga. So pretty simple day over there. Quick little rundown on all the injuries for today's slate. It is a 6-game slate. We do have that regular 7 p.m. lock time, so pretty standard slate, pretty nice looking slate overall. But with that being said, we can move over to DraftKings and talk about my picks over there. So at the point guard position, we got Mike Conley, $5,900, looking for 29, 30 points out of him. Got him projected for 31 in this game. Very good matchup against Houston. Unless this turns into a blowout, Mike Conley is going to be a very, very strong play, especially if Bogdanovic ends up missing in this game. Then at the shooting guard position, went with Devin Vassell. $4,200, looking for 21 points out of him. He's averaging 24 in the season. Got him projected for 25 in this game. I expect him to be in the starting lineup. Could be Lonnie Walker, though. Either way, both these guys are probably going to play major minutes tonight. Then Desmond Bane at small forward. He is $4,900, looking for 25 points out of him. Got him projected for about 28 in this game. Should be a solid play once again. Decent pace-up matchup against the Golden State Warriors. Then at power forward, we got John Collins. $6,300. He's been playing really good this year, honestly. He's averaging almost 35.5 points on the season. Looking for about 32 out of him tonight. Got him projected for 34. Should be a little bit of a pace-up matchup as well against the Washington Wizards. So he is definitely a strong play tonight. Then at the center position, I referred to him a little bit earlier, and it's Montrezl Harrell, $5,300. I believe that's his same price tag as yesterday. Don't quote me on that one, though. You're looking for 26, 27 points out of him. Daniel Gafford probably not playing in this game. Montrezl Harrell is going to get all the minutes he can handle at the center position. Not the greatest matchup going against Clint Capella, but if he's out there, this guy's a guy that can score as a big man. And if he's out there, he's going to give you a little bit of other stats as well. So definitely a strong play once again tonight. But if you go with these 5 players on the DraftKings side, you'll have $23,400 left over, $7,800 remaining, so you can pay up for a stud. You can make a more balanced build. So you have a lot of different options when it comes to building your lineup for tonight. But with that being said, we'll move over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there. So at the point guard position, a little tight today, but went with Kevin Porter Jr. He's $5,900, averaging 26.5 points on the season. You're looking for 29, 30 out of him. Got him projected for about 30, 31 tonight. He is, that primary ball handler at this point in time for Houston, that pseudo point guard, since he's not really a point guard. He's kind of more of a small forward than anything, so he's kind of that point forward role. The matchup against the Jazz isn't the greatest, but still has a chance for success in this one tonight. Then we move over to the shooting guard position as Devin Vassell once again, $4,800, averaging 24.5 points on the season. Got projected for 25 once again on the FanDuel side tonight. Pretty solid play. Can't really go wrong with him at that shooting guard position. Then at small forward, I got Joe Ingles, and this is assuming Bogdanovic is going to be out in this game. You're looking for about 23, 24 points out of him. I got him projected for 24, 25 points in this game. Should be a pretty good matchup for him overall going against Houston Rockets, not the best team in the world by any means. And if he's getting the minutes, he's definitely going to pay off. Then at the power forward position, I got Isaiah Stewart. I'll put a little disclaimer on Isaiah Stewart when we talk about him. This is assuming he doesn't get in foul trouble against Joel Embiid. If he does, all bets are off. But he's $5,500, looking for 27, 28 points out of him. He's averaging about 27 on the season so far. Coming off a pretty nice game as well. If he's out there, if he's playing the minutes, if he's staying out of foul trouble, he's definitely going to be an impact for this slate overall. Then last but not least, we got Montrezl Harrell once again, $5,600 on the FanDuel side. Looking for 28 points out of him, averaging 33.5. Same thing I said on the DraftKings side still applies to him. He's going to get as many minutes as he can handle. He's going to be out there. He's going to be scoring. I know Clint Capella is a tough matchup, but when you got to play like this at $5,600, you just have to play him at this point in time. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the FanDuel side, you have $33,500 remaining, just under $8,400 per player. So definitely a little bit of room if you want to pay up for 2 studs, find 2 value options to pair with them. Pay up for 1 stud, kind of spread the wealth after that, or just straight out spread the wealth. Lots of different options. Should be a very, very, very interesting slate tonight. But with that being said, these are my picks for both DraftKings and FanDuel for today, October 28th. If you have any other questions related to NBA DFS, please leave them down in the comments below. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on tonight's slate, whether it's on DraftKings or FanDuel. Definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say. Also, keep in mind this core 5 is subject to change. Don't have too strong of opinions for most of these guys tonight. There could be value open up later during the day. I'll try to get my updated core out, about 20 to 30 minutes before lock tonight. And then with that being said, I'll also list any injuries and starting lineup changes throughout the day down in the comments as well. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at CoachCraigSports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL, helping you with your fantasy football teams. And then with that being said, if you are a new or current subscriber who's yet to do so, also hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special little shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.